Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about 3 types of scale performance. Well, it's off the textbook, you won't find it anywhere, but it's a tradition being inherited among us performers for decades or even centuries. The first one is called a Baroque scale. Well, not that kind of Baroque scale you're thinking of, but it's a performing technique that emphasizes only on the tip of your finger. This is the tip of your finger, not the cushion, not the whole thing, only the tip, where the meat meets the nail. And you use this part to create a detached, non-legato, light sound, like a light approach on the keyboard. It looks like this. First, you put your hands on the keyboard, lower your wrist, see how these are loose and comfortable. And then you only use the strength of your finger, not everything else, to play like this. Normal tempo. And full speed. That is Baroque scale. Now let's move on. Time flies. In about 100 years or a little bit less than that, the classical musical world has entered another era called classicism, or classical period, where the great minds, composers like Mozart, Haydn, Beethoven, or Schubert lie. And it is the period that a great piano pedagogue called Carl Terry had introduced a new way to teach scale and perform on the keyboard. That is to actually use not only the tip, but also the finger and the cushion to create a broader, warmer sound on the keyboard, and use the strength not only with the fingers, but the arch of the church, to quote his words. The arch of the church to create like a better, stronger support on the keyboard in order to release furtherly with your albums and forms. It looks like this. Place your hands on the keyboard, lower your wrist as usual, and then slightly stretch, not so curvy, but stretch your fingers to allow the tip and the cushion to get in touch with the keyboard. Then you play. Now moderate. Now all the way fast. That is classical scale play. Now time really flies by. As we entered the 19th century of the great Romanticism tradition, where Chopin lists to remind of Schumann, everybody lied there, we, especially Frederick Chopin, had created like a new methodology to introduce to his students how to play the scale with more weight and more overtone, aka paddling, on the keyboard to create a more orchestral, overwhelmed, rich sound, acoustic. And this is the one approach we call it the romantic scale playing. It is not a specific scale designed with certain degrees. It's an approach to really elaborate the piano and to use it like an orchestral instrument or even a whole orchestra. And it goes like this. You place your hand on the keyboard, lower your wrist as usual, really stretch your fingers to allow the whole finger to be attached with the keyboard. And you kind of move around with your wrist and the forearm weight to allow the gravity of our Mother Nature to do his work. And it looks like this with paddle. to my right forearm. Now normal speed. Now all the way in. And that's a romantic skill. Thanks everybody. Please enjoy this, and if you learn something, I'd be really appreciate it. Subscribe and follow if you like. I'll see you next time.